Have you ever noticed how the most dangerous traps in life don't come with warning signs? They arrive disguised as kindness's soft smile, a harmless question. Yet the moment you answer, you realize you've stepped into a game you can never win. This is the art of the manipulator. They don't always lie with words. Sometimes they lie with the very questions they ask. 2,000 years ago, the Stoics already warned us about this. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." A liar knows this truth well. They don't always confront you head-on. Instead, they plant seeds of doubt in your mind and wait for you to fight yourself. Think about a relationship where you pointed out something wrong, and instead of being heard, you were told you were too sensitive. Or imagine a workplace where you questioned an unethical choice, only to be dismissed with a laugh. That is not concerned. That is control. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake, I will gladly change, for it is truth that I seek, not victory." The Stoic doesn't run from truth, but the manipulator does. They want you doubting your perception until you surrender your power. In this video, I'll reveal the 5 most dangerous questions liars use to trap you and, more importantly, I'll show you how a Stoic would respond. Calm, unshakable, untouchable. By the end, you'll have the tools to stand strong in any storm of manipulation. Stay with me. Because once you see through these questions, you'll never be a pawn again, you'll be the player. Question 1. Why are you being so sensitive? At first, it sounds harmless, almost like concern, but hidden inside is an attack. What they are really saying is, you're weak. The problem isn't me, it's you. This is the first weapon of the gaslighter, turning your awareness into shame. Think of a wife who notices small changes in her husband's behavior. She's dismissed as overreacting, only to discover betrayal months later. Or a financial analyst mocked as paranoid, but later uncovering fraud worth millions. Sensitivity was not weakness, it was the warning system. Seneca reminded us, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Manipulators exploit this, planting doubts until you fight yourself. But Marcus Aurelius said, "If someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake, I will gladly change, for it is truth that I seek. It's not victory." A person of integrity will never shame your awareness. Only those hiding something fear your perception. So when someone says, "Why are you being so sensitive?" do not get angry. Do not defend. Calmly reply, "I'm not being sensitive. I'm being observant." That one line is enough to make the mask begin to slip. Question 2. You trust me, right? It sounds soft, even innocent. But beneath the surface, it's not a question. It's a trap. Anyone who demands trust instead of earning it has already revealed their hand. A trustworthy person never needs to ask. Their actions prove it over time. Think of the business partner who hides the numbers but says, "Trust me." Or the lover who guards their phone yet repeats, "Don't you trust me?" That's not trust, it's pressure to surrender your judgment. Epictetus warned, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Liars understand this. They want you to stop asking questions, to feel guilty for seeking proof, to mistake caution for betrayal. But caution is wisdom. Marcus Aurelius taught, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Integrity never fears questions. Only deception does. So how does a Stoic respond? Not with panic or defensiveness, but with calm clarity. When faced with, "You trust me, right?" breathe and answer, "Trust is earned through consistency." Are you asking me to ignore my judgment? That single line shifts the weight back where it belongs. The liar will stumble, but the honest will simply keep proving themselves through action. Trust is not a gift demanded under pressure, it is a fortress, built stone by stone, with time and truth. Question 3. Are you accusing me of something? This question looks innocent, but it's a shield away to flip the frame and put you on trial. You raise a concern, notice something doesn't add up, and suddenly you are the villain. The spotlight shifts from their behavior to your defense. Think of a boss questioned about missing funds. Are you accusing me of stealing? Or a partner hiding secrets who snaps? Are you accusing me of cheating? The goal is the same: to silence you with guilt and force you into retreat. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best answer to anger is silence." In Stoicism, silence is not surrender. It is refusing to fight on someone else's terms. A manipulator expects panic, excuses, and apologies. What they never expect is calm strength. So the next time you hear, "Are you accusing me of something?" hold eye contact, pause for a few seconds, and calmly reply, "Should I be?" Those 3 words return the pressure where it belongs. The liar will fumble, but truth never fears the light. As Epictetus reminded us, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Better to stand in honesty than to bow to manipulation. Question 4. Would I ever lie to you? This question sounds tender, almost wounded, but it's not about truth-stits theater. It's designed to make you feel guilty for doubting, to silence your instincts, and to hand over blind trust. Think of the partner who hides their phone, yet insists, "Would I ever lie to you?" Or the colleague avoiding accountability who pleads, "Come on, would I really lie?" The more they protest, the more you should question what lies beneath. Seneca taught, "If it is not true, do not say it. If it is not right, do not do it." A person of integrity doesn't need to convince you. They let their actions prove honesty, day after day. So how does a Stoic respond? Not with reassurance, not with panic, but with clarity. When asked, "Would I ever lie to you?" pause, hold your ground, and calmly answer, "That's not the question. The question is, would I know if you did?" That one reply flips the frame. Liars thrive in the fog, but your clarity turns on the light. And as Marcus Aurelius said, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Honest people do not fear questions, only liars do. Question 5. Can't we just move on? This is the last card in the liar's deck, the desperation play. On the surface, it sounds like peace, but in truth, it's escape. What they're really saying is, I don't want accountability. I just want silence. Think of a company caught in scandal. Leaders beg, let's not dwell on the past. Let's focus on the future. Or a spouse exposed in betrayal who says, why keep talking about it? Let's move forward. In both cases, the goal is not healing. It's burying the truth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Notice he never added, unless it's inconvenient. For the Stoic truth has no expiration date. It doesn't fade simply because someone is tired of facing it. So how should you respond? Not with rage, not with endless argument, but with steady resolve. When told, can't we just move on? Breathe, stand firm, and calmly answer, I'll move on when I understand what happened, not before. That one sentence anchors you in clarity. Liars thrive on your exhaustion, but when you refuse to surrender, their game ends. Seneca reminded us, truth is simple. Lies are complex, and only when truth is faced can peace truly begin. The battlefield of manipulation liars don't win with facts, they win with emotion. They make you feel guilty for asking questions, shame you for being too sensitive, and wear you down until you're too exhausted to fight for truth. This is how deception survives. Epictetus taught, some things are in our control, others are not. That single truth is the shield of freedom. When you know what belongs to you and what doesn't, no one can enslave your mind with guilt or pressure. Think of it this way. A storm rages outside. Thunder, wind, chaos, yet within, you remain unmoved. That is the Stoic state of mind. Calm when others lose control. Clear when others are blind. Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Liars expect your reaction. That's their weapon. But when you hold silence, when you observe without panic, their power dissolves. Detachment becomes liberation. Observation becomes strength. The Stoic learns to ask a single question. Is this within my control or outside of it? And with that clarity, the chains of manipulation shatter.